Hey everybody, I'm Dan. Let's get right to it. I found a great article by the Window Guys of Florida. They're a window company down in Southwest Florida, and from time to time they put out some great blog information, and I want to share some of it with you today. They put an article out on January 28th of this year, and it's called Windborne Debris Zone Map Guide, Palm Beach County and Broward County. And it covers a whole host of issues about whether you need windows or whether you don't. But what I want to zero in on today are the 5 things you should ask an installer if you're going to be looking at windows or putting a project together if you're in a windborne debris rated area. Now, a windborne debris rated region is an area in Florida where if you're about a mile away, within a mile of the coast or the mean water line, then you are required to have impact protection, impact windows, impact shutters, that sort of thing. Generally, for most places that are inhabited in Florida, you're going to require some sort of protection, whether it be non-impact windows with some kind of portable window protection that you could put over the windows, whether it be shutters or panels, that sort of thing, or an actual impact rated window. So if you're going to talk to an installer, first off, there are a lot of great people out there. There are a lot of men and women that really know what they're doing. They've been around this stuff for years. We're looking at now the Florida Building Code 9th edition will be coming out, and that's slated to come out December 31st of 2026. We are currently under the 2023 Building Code, the 8th edition. Florida looks at its building codes and updates the codes every 3 years, and there are some exciting changes in that, but that's a topic for another video. But you want installers that understand the codes and keep current and have a good relationship with their county. And you want to get somebody who's licensed, and you want to get somebody who can pull a permit. You don't want to save $500 on not getting a permit. You want all this stuff done right, because these windows are designed for your safety. They're designed to protect you, your family, and your home and your possessions. So you don't want to cut any corners. You want to get quality people. So question 1 that these guys mention is, are the windows and doors approved for the exact openings, for the sizes, for the configurations, whether that's a single unit or a double bedroom window, whether you have a transom above a door. There was a case in a community next door to ours where the builder went ahead and built these homes, and the transom windows were not impact rated. And it caused a huge issue with the people that purchased homes or were trying to purchase homes. And the county stepped in and designed a streamlined program to help the builder get permitting to take out all the non-impact transom windows and replace them with impact windows. Because let's face it, if you have a transom window and it's 8 feet above your door and you're 79 years old, you're probably not going to want to go up there and try to put this clumsy corrugated panel up there to protect that non-impact window. So the question is there. Just make sure that your stuff is approved if you're going to do something in your house. And if you decide whether you want impact windows or non-impact windows, impact windows being windows that can take debris strikes, they can take the winds and the pressures, you want to make sure that you ask the appropriate questions about those too. And if you're doing a non-impact window, do reiterate that you understand that you're most likely going to need some sort of hurricane protection to cover that window, and that contractor needs to build that into the project. All right. Sliding glass doors and pocket sliding doors have their own requirements too, so that's something to think about. Number 2, what is your design pressure requirement for each elevation? Some people, and that's exactly how it's mentioned in the article, but all these windows have a design pressure. For instance, in our home, we have CGI windows. They are the Sparta 4100A series, and they're designed for a pressure of about 55 psi for positive and 60 negative. Positive pressure being wind that blows at your home, negative being suction. The storm wants to suck your window out of your house or suck the door out of your house, and the positive is where it pushes in. So those design ratings are usually 55, 65. Now you can get non-impact windows that are not designed for impact, but they are designed for pressure. Generally, they would have a lower pressure rating than an impact window that's also designed for pressure. But ask those questions, because you do want to know that. And depending on where you live, your second floor windows may be subject to a higher pressure rating than your first floor windows, which means you might have to have a different window product upstairs. It may look the same, but may have to be designed differently because there's a wind load and a pressure calculation that might be higher than what you have on the lower floor. So that's something to think about as well. Third question, and we talked about this with regard to impact, Are you getting large missile impact where it's required? And large missile usually means ground floor windows getting hit by tree branches or roof tiles or asphalt shingles or whatever. If you want to make sure you get what you're paying for. If you're getting a true impact window, you want to make sure that you're getting large missile impact. If you're getting what's called an impact window and you don't understand all the parameters about that particular design of window, you could screw yourself up, spend thousands, install a window that's not code compliant and that might not actually protect yourself. And here's the test, a large missile test done here in Florida. You take a 9-foot 2x4, you shoot it with compressed air at an impact window to test it, and it goes 50 feet per second, which simulates like a 139-mile-an-hour hurricane. That 2x4 slams just like an arrow, slams right into that window, and that window can shatter, but it's not supposed to separate. So you can have spider cracks on an impact window, but it's not supposed to separate. Now, if you get an impact window and it's not rated for large missile protection, you might as well have put in a non-impact window, because if it can't handle the roof tile hitting it or a tree branch, it's garbage, and you don't want that. Question number 4, what kind of interlayers do you have with the glass, and what kind of coatings are included? You have all kinds of choices today in Florida. You can get low E coatings to keep out ultraviolet energy. You can get window tinting, some colorization. You can get that polybutyl layer that goes in between 2 pieces of laminated glass. Or you could get tempered glass if you want a stronger window. You could get thicker glass, thicker interlayers. It just depends on your application. Now, the more features you want, the more you're going to pay for all that stuff. But it is out there. It is available. You need to ask those questions so you can go through your options and get what you need. Finally, number 5, what is the permitted installation method, and how is it going to be inspected? It says it right here, and it's a great point to bring up in the article. Are these people going to put the windows in right? If it's new construction, do they have nailing fins where they nail and screw to the frame of the home? Do they drill into the concrete block? Do they have to use flashing? Do they have to use caulk? Are they able to put it in square and plumb so that the window actually opens and closes properly and doesn't go yank and get all crooked and messed up? And it needs to be inspected. The county inspectors do not, contrary to popular belief, a lot of people think they're out there to just break our stones, but that is not the case. They're there to help us. They're there to protect us. They're there to serve the public interest. It's all about protecting the public. You want your contractor to do a good job. You want your contractor to do a great job, and you want the inspector to also do the job and check all the screws and check the fasteners and check the caulks and check the windows, check the labels on the windows and the etchings right in the glass, because that'll tell you whether a window is an impact window or not. These things are important. So that's what we have here. Hopefully you've gotten some value out of this, some 5 tips to help you if you're going to shop for any kind of window, be it impact or non-impact, what to look for. If you got some value out of this video, hey, please consider liking and subscribing. Only if you like our content, though. We don't want you to subscribe to the channel if this is not stuff you're interested in. We want people who really enjoy this content and want to learn from it. More importantly, we want you guys to share it with your circle, because you may have somebody you could really help out by giving them this information. So please consider liking and subscribing. Again, this is part of our Talk Wednesday series. You could be driving to work, working. You could be in the garage like I am now. You could be in the kitchen cooking. You can play these videos in the background. There's not a lot of video on this particular series to look at. It's all about the audio and picking up as much information. So you can stream this one and go right into another one and another one. Pick up as much information as you can. I'm Dan from Cameron Home Solutions, LLC. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you on the next video.